Welcome everyone and thanks for joining us today in this training, Google Drive for Small Businesses. My name is Tatiana Lozada and I will be your instructor. Are there physical documents within your current work environment that are being lost? And what's worse, there is no one to take accountability on who has the file? Undoubtedly, it is undesirable to lose documents in an office because of the number of issues that arise from this, especially when it comes to sensitive accounting documents. You may be asking yourself, is there an easier way to search for files in the event that paper files are getting lost within an office? If your office is experiencing this, then there is a lack of accountability that is causing great frustration among team members. A common problem the small businesses are encountering is files being lost and a lack of accountability. What's the solution? If you've ever experienced this type of frustration due to lack of accountability, we're going to go over how using Google Drive can assist with the organization of files and provide accountability regarding the location of the file. Given the demands of technology, there has been a shift in businesses to start using the cloud to store documents. After completing these modules, you will be able to use these main objectives to find a solution to losing files within an office. Manipulate files and folders by sorting. Select who to share files with by setting access. Rearrange files using folders. And predict error messages by troubleshooting. Now that we have identified that Google Drive is a cloud-based storage application used to store files, let's talk about the benefits of using Google Drive. As you can see, these are some of the benefits of Google Drive. You can access your Google account and files across all devices you're logged into. Accessing files anywhere can improve productivity. One of the features that I like is being able to quickly search for files. For instance, instead of going through a filing cabinet in a physical environment, you can just type the name of the file or name of the client and find it within seconds. Open discussion. Google Drive has an excellent collaboration tool called Open Discussion, which allows users to comment on how to edit a file before it's turned into a client. And you have the ability to edit files from your own phone. Here is another set of benefits of using Google Drive. You can open up to 30 types of files, such as PDFs, Word, documents, Excel, PowerPoint, and much, much more. There's free storage space up to 15 gigabytes for personal accounts. However, if businesses need more than 15 gigabytes, which is usually the case, there are different types of pricing options. Google Workspace offers up to a whopping 25 terabyte for paid storage. You also have the compatibility with various devices, whether it's a tablet, a phone, or a desktop. And you can easily share with certain people and you can give an expiration date, which allows you to be more efficient. Let's define accountability. It is the fact or condition of being accountable. Responsibility. Can you imagine losing a physical check that a customer entrusted to you in the office that was to go to the IRS and the office unexplainably lost it? Well, if this unfortunate event of misplacing documents is happening within your office, we can resolve this by learning how to upload these documents onto Google Drive via this training. Technology has rapidly and exponentially changed business by enabling businesses to upload files. Uploading files onto Google Drive enables accountability and promotes collaboration among team members. This can reduce the number of irate customers substantially and streamline efficiency in the office. Let's review some of the techniques that can be used by Google Drive to enhance accountability and eliminate frustration of lost files within the office. You may be wondering where to access Google Drive. Notice that when you go into Google Gmail, there is a little waffle on the upper right-hand corner. This brings you over to several applications, and among these applications we find Google Drive. Here is where we will be able to produce work using personal folders and collaborate with other team members using shared folders functionality. Now that we've explored the connection between accountability and using Google Drive in the office, let's move on to the next section. There are 5 mini lessons to follow. Let's start with My Drive. In our first lesson, we will discuss uploading files and folders. This will be done by manipulating files and folders by sorting. Please observe these steps to upload files and folders. First, you type in drive.google.com on your desktop. You click New, Upload File, and the file you want to upload. As we are starting Module 1 with My Drive, please observe this GIF provided by Google Support website. It shows you how to upload files and folders, starting with My Drive. We can upload files and folders onto your computer. This will allow you to upload from drive.google.com onto your desktop. All you have to do is click New, File, Upload, and choose the file you want to upload. You can also drag several files onto Google Drive, and you can select multiple files by holding Shift and clicking each file. Excellent job with the lesson My Drive. Let's move on to the next lesson. Shared Drive. You can share multiple files and select who to share files with by setting access. Let's observe these steps to share multiple files. You want to start by selecting the file you want to share. You click Share, enter the email address, and then decide what kind of access you want to give them. View, comment, or edit, or all. Let's take a couple of seconds to observe this GIF. Within the shared drive, you can also share multiple files and share who you want to share the file with. When you choose who to share with and how they can use your file, you just need to select the file you want to share, press Share with the little silhouette next to the plus symbol, and enter the email address. Next, decide if your selected members are going to be a viewer, commentator, or editor. Please remember that a viewer can only view the file or the folder. The commentator can view and insert comments, while the editor can do all three: view, comment, and edit. There's a little bonus tip here. You can add an expiration date to limit the amount of time that they will have access to the files. Excellent job! We have made a lot of progress with Shared Drive. Let's move on to the next lesson. Shared with me. You can unshare a file or a folder and change a folder color. You could do this to help you rearrange files using folders. Shared with me. There are folders that are specifically shared with you. In the event that you want to unshare a file or a folder, you're going to open the file or folder, click share, and find the person that you want to stop sharing with. To the right of their name, click the down arrow and click remove. Then you will save changes. Here we can see how there is an X next to Matt. If you click it, it will unshare it with Matt. This can be used to prevent Matt from having access to this file from this point forward. It is useful in an instance that taxes have already been sent out and we've kept them for more than 3 years. The rule of thumb is anytime that there are anything over 3 years should be archived. A great organizational feature that you can use is changing folders by color. This will help you find files faster. Good job with the lesson on shared with me. Let's move on to the next lesson. Fix problems. Not allowed to sync? You need to upgrade your storage, and this will help you predict error messages through troubleshooting. How do you fix problems within Google Drive? Well, usually you'll get a prompt. If you get this prompt, not enough storage, realize that the maximum capacity for storage is 15 megabytes. You will have to click to buy more storage. We all love technology and it makes our lives easier until this starts to give us trouble. There are some problems that Google Drive may present to you. Luckily, there are several troubleshooting techniques that could be used, such as restarting. I know, restarting, it sounds so simple, but it works. Let's observe this GIF as a demo on a storage error. As you are working with Google Drive and it's not allowing you to sync, that's one of the biggest problems that may arise, especially if you're under pressure from a company deadline and you just cannot upload files in a timely manner. Well, fear not, there is a solution. As we see on the GIF on the screen, it shows you how you don't have enough storage. So the next solution would be to buy more storage. As we discussed earlier, the maximum storage on an individual Google Drive is 15 megabytes. Once you've exceeded that capacity, this is when you know you have to upgrade to a business plan. When you work with your files, you notice that there isn't a save button. Well, as you're working through files, you can't find one. The reason is that you don't see a save button is because Google Drive has a built-in auto save feature. This is a great quote to ponder on when you are stuck on a technical issue. A problem well stated is a problem half solved. Now let's look at the last section, summary. What you've learned. Now that we have completed 4 lessons, you are able to manipulate files and folders by sorting, select who to share files with by setting access, rearrange files using folders, and predict error messages by troubleshooting. To quickly summarize, we've learned that there are several ways to use Google Drive to increase productivity. We've learned how to upload files and how to restrict access, and ultimately to solve problems by troubleshooting. Benefits including having access across all devices. This comes in handy when the team members are not in the office, For instance, they're running a business errand and they're not able to be at the office physically, but they can confirm file information. Although information should not be viewed using a public Wi-Fi because this can cause several security issues, but in order to have extra security, remember that there is an expiration and password feature you can implement into files. Let's develop an action plan. The action plan is for you to transfer lesson learned. I would like for you to access the participants guide and develop an action plan to transfer the skills learned throughout these lessons. There's a reflection section that can help you to brainstorm some ideas on how to implement this into your day-to-day job, which will benefit you in your future. Thank you for joining me in this e-learning training module. Are you ready to start using Google Drive as a document management system?